Hey, what's up? I'm Fanboy Philly, and welcome to Fanboy Philly Reviews. Today is going to be a little bit different. Last week, my son came to me and wanted me to watch an anime with him, knowing I wasn't too keen on anime. But he found one with Sherlock Holmes, and he knew I'm a big fan of anything Sherlock. So we started watching that while I was working on other reviews. Now, I have grown up being a big fan of many iconic literary characters, such as the Three Musketeers, Zorro, Poirot, and Sherlock Holmes, and have always tried to watch anything made about any of those. And as such, I have watched the works of many of the actors who have portrayed Sherlock. My two favorite being Jeremy Brett and Benedict Cumberbatch. Moriarty the Patriot is more about William James Moriarty, who is the main rival of Sherlock Holmes. It starts out with two young brothers, William and Louis, who are in an orphanage. And we learn that William is super intelligent and uses his knowledge to help people. And they are taken in by the Moriarty family, being selected by their eldest son, Albert. As they grow up, the three brothers set forth on a plan to eliminate the class system, being tired of the poor being thought of as nothing below the upper class. The brothers work together to be the king of crime, with Albert James Moriarty as the power. William James Moriarty is the brains and the planner. And then Louis James Moriarty, who is the right arm and the enforcer of William. They fit into the roles and come together as one, all becoming James Moriarty, the true king of crime. They plan and execute plans against the aristocracy of London, helping those in the lower class. And by chance, as the brothers are passengers on the Noatic, which in this series is similar to the Titanic, when William and Sherlock Holmes first become familiar with each other, but at this point, Sherlock knows nothing about them being the ones behind the crimes that are going on. Sherlock and William become good friends as well as competitors in trying to figure things out. For a few episodes after Sherlock is first introduced, it focuses more on him and John Watson for a couple episodes. The true villain in this series is the class system of London, but the actual villainous character is Charles Augustus Milverton, who in the lore of Sherlock Holmes is the master blackmailer. And at first, he has his eyes set on Mary Marston, whom he is blackmailing because of something in her past. But when he sets his sight on both Sherlock and Moriarty, when Sherlock confronts Milverton about Mary, and then they find out about William being the king of crime. And he decides to blackmail Sherlock with revealing Mary's secret and also threatening Moriarty on revealing his secret persona. These are the worst two people in the world you could ever threaten. Not being a fan of anime, I wasn't sure about anything going into this, especially when I saw it was 24 episodes. And my son knew this going into it. But I gotta say, he picked a winner on this one. Once he told me it was about Holmes and Moriarty, I was intrigued. I was hooked. It's an interesting retelling of the story between Moriarty and Sherlock, making Moriarty the main character and not Sherlock in the top spot. It's a very unique in that way, and it won me over immediately and made me a fan of this story as well. The characters of William and Louis are so close in appearance, they solidified that they are true brothers and would do anything for each other. And I learned early on that eye color was very pronounced in this. These two had matching scarlet eyes, while Albert had green eyes that matched his tie. The image of Sherlock, to me, looked like they took inspiration from a combination of Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock and especially from Benedict Cumberbatch with a young, unkempt look. Watson had a similar look to Martin Freeman's appearance. We are also introduced to regular characters like Sherlock's brother Mycroft, who is part of British intelligence, and has a similar yet more clean-cut look to that of Sherlock. And also, as Sherlock always calls her, the woman, Irene Adler, who is an actress and blackmailer, who has a different story outcome here than we've normally seen in the past. We also meet smaller characters in the lore, such as Colonel Sebastian Moran, who is an assassin slash marksman. And completing Moriarty's team, we find Fred, a teenage boy who was a master of disguise, and he is the spy for the Moriarty brothers. This story was original to a point, as it took it as Moriarty's story and not Sherlock's. This was a great show, and I'm glad my son introduced me to it. Now he's trying to find more anime for me to watch, talking to me about Death Note and a few others. I love anything Sherlock Holmes, and this is a great addition to that. I really liked the show, and with each episode began looking forward to the next. It definitely kept my interest. And if you're a die-hard Sherlock Holmes fan, you will find this as a fresh idea. So if you have access to Crunchyroll, the streaming site, give it a go. Thank you for joining me, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the show and hit the like button. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you can be notified when the next review gets posted. And if you have any suggestions for me to watch and review, please leave it in the comments. As I want to know what you want to see as well as what I want to see. And as always, take care of yourselves, be good to the ones you love, and I'll catch you later.